Ek wil net sê ek wag al vir hierdie interview die hele tyd. Ja, met Dian Rood. Dian, baie welkom hier so by my vandag.
Baie dankie Andre, ek waardeer dit vreeslik.
Absolutely. Vertel ons bietjie van KAEFER.
VA, if I can switch to English,
Yes, go for it.
I'd really appreciate that. So KAEFER Thermal began operations in South Africa in 1976. So we've been here for 49 years now.
Yo.
Very proud of our local heritage. Company in total is more than 100 years old globally. We started off in insulation, and today we're very proud to say that we're the national leader in insulation and access solutions, such as typically scaffolding, rope access, and then we also focus very heavily on corrosion protection, surface protection, passive fire protection, electromechanical and asbestos services as well. And of course, being here today is because we've got strong roots in the petrochemical sector, including, of course, what we're very proud of is our flagship relationship with Sasol in both Secunda and Sasolburg. So this expo aligns perfectly with our core industries.
Absolutely. So maybe we touch on both of those two. You mentioned two sections of the industry. One is in the scaffolding access via ropes, ladders, harnesses, I suppose, and everything like that. And predominantly in the Secunda area and in the Sasol area, I suppose it's got a lot to do with safety of people during shutdowns, access, safety, and all that kind of stuff. So you guys basically, I suppose, would form part of a team that would preempt a shut for some of the bigger shutdown mechanisms out there, like Fleur, and we had one now with Steinmiller. So you would come in before that, make sure the environment's safe, put up the scaffolding, make sure that everybody understands what the access looks like, and then and work with them through the shut in case they need to get to higher places once they've done inspections and that kind of stuff.
I agree with you 100% there. It's an integral relationship and partnership that we need to maintain with these big players. Typically we'll be the subcontractor. We're not the main contractor.
Yeah.
So we enjoy working with the Steinmüllers, the Fleurs, the likes of those. But yeah, no, for us safety is of paramount importance.
Okay, and then the second part about the thermal stuff. Maybe you want to just touch on that. That's my
excellent
insulation of high pressure tubes and heated tubes,
steam pipes, likes. Yeah, everything from furnaces, the likes, etc. So as we all know, energy comes at a premium. It's very, very expensive. For us, insulation is the way of ensuring that you optimize your systems. So we've got some actual very interesting and efficient tools. Tip check, we call it, for instance, where we do a complete thermal assessment on your facilities. We come back with the correct designed insulation solutions for you, and we then, of course, apply these solutions correctly to ensure that you can operate your plant efficiently.
So if there's a thermal leak or a thermal heat that's been dissipated or whatever, you guys would bring in your kit, analyze that section and say, right guys, this thermal is failing, we need to re-sleeve or repurpose or
That's the benefit of being part of a very large multinational company. We're headquartered in Germany, where we've got the majority of our expert
and that's
team.
Where the name comes from, eh?
That's where the name comes from. So yeah, it means KAEFER.
Yeah, a volla.
Yeah, a volla, rechte volla. But yeah, we're very proud of that. And yeah, we've got the backing of this team. And typically, these experts would then, genuine industry experts, leaders in the world, would then guide our teams to assist in assessing these facilities and understanding any, let's call it, heat sinks, energy losses that you've got, and that solve those problems for our clients.
Because that could quite easily transfer into costs, because you need optimal temperature throughout the whole plant, and if you lose something, it could pack up or if it was solidify inside the pipe, and then it costs huge amounts of money. So you guys, so I can absolutely see that this kind of technology is a need. And maybe you want to just talk a bit about your relationship with Sasol and how long that's been.
So our relationship with Sasol has now been for, I want to say, at least 20, 25 years, but in an on-off situation, as you can understand. Sasol for us is a key client, of course, and we're very proud of the fact that we've got a current maintenance contract in place with them for some large sections at both the Sasol and Secunda sites. And we've got full-time employees. I want to say, I think just on the Secunda site, we've got about 500 employees full-time employed on the Secunda site, and Sasolburg's a little bit less. I think there we've got about 120 people on a full-time basis.
Okay, so that leads me into the next question around the sustainability and workforce development and that kind of stuff, because I can just imagine this kind of, it's a kind of a specialized field, or maybe not in the scaffolding side, but in the safety side of scaffolding, but then in the thermal side, and this kind of relationship that you have is your workforce development plans need to be put in place and be sound to be able to service those contracts.
I agree with you 100%, and there we're also very proud. We have a Cezanne internal training college that we actually educate our people, we qualify them and make sure that they are suitably qualified and equipped going forward in progressing and developing themselves. We're very proud of that.
Okay.
So we're also very proud of the fact that we hold a level 1 triple BEE status. We're a 30% black woman-owned company, and we believe also that we are reinforcing all of this development and sustainability in the social transformation commitments around the various areas that we work. We don't just work for Sasol. We've got large contracts for other clients as well, and we're committed, and we've been developing these communities around these areas where we've been working, and we're very proud of these projects that we've launched. A lot of schools, a lot of libraries, and that's where we typically see our future leaders and our future feedstock into this project process come from.
Okay, so you guys are, I'm just going to snap it into a little bit. So it's roots lie in Germany. You guys built in a South African product. It's now fully fledged in some of our key industries, and you guys got a underpinning development cycle and workforce cycle development underpinning that, and you guys also conform to all the BE standards, etc. And in that, I suppose that's where I kind of see where bigger industries like the Sasols have got a dependency, a codependency. I don't want to say codependency on you guys on them, they on you guys, and it's easier. It's an easier approach. It's an easier way to do business because they understand from this life cycle. They obviously understand where you guys come from, and you guys understand what their needs are, and by doing that, the symbiotic relationship becomes just a hell of a lot stronger.
I agree with you 100%.
Yeah.
And I like the way you stated it. It's truly a symbiotic relationship. It's a partnership of sorts.
Yes.
And that's part of the reason why I enjoy my part of the business so much. I'm fortunate to be in the business development side of it. And business development is all about the relationships and spending that time with your clients, making sure that you understand what their needs are, and making sure that they understand what you can reliably and safely offer them.
Yeah, that's brilliant stuff. So I think that, what I've seen today is that we've seen some of the PPE guys, we've spoken to some of the project managers of Stein Miller, we've spoken to some of the water flow guys, we're now speaking to some of the guys that do the nitty-gritty stuff on the ground to provide us a safe environment for the guys like Mekim and that. So it's beautiful to see that all of these industries came together today, provided by the petrochemical and energy guys that are running this show, and it's quite a brilliant. Everybody understand. I'm walking down through the hall, and this, it's not like you're going to a show in Johannesburg where there's different kinds. Everybody knows each other, and it's like, what? How's it? It's great to see you again. I haven't seen you, but and then the networking happens, and that brilliant networking, I must say, it's been one of the better places that I've ever been part of it. I do kind of a technical And I'm very technical. We
No,
had a
you
conversation.
mentioned it.
We
Yeah,
had
and I love the fact that you're involved in it as well. So you
Absolutely.
really understand the nitty-gritties of it.
And that's where I see that where you guys fit in. You guys fit in this environment beautifully. But you maybe tell us a bit about where you guys are, your footprint.
Perfectly. So, Andre, I want to just mention and agree with you there 100%. We want to thank the opportunity to be here. We want to say thank you for the organizers of this show.
Mm-hmm.
And I agree with you 100%. Everything this is a small community.
It's a bigger symbiotic community.
Everybody knows each other, and part of that smaller community is where you can operate and stay and live, and that's what makes it so comfortable. We operate primarily in South Africa, but for our clients, we do work across the border. From the South African office. We have executed projects in Mozambique and in the likes of Namibia.
Okay.
And so, we've supported some of our clients in Botswana as well. But primarily, we, the South African entity, only operate in South Africa itself.
And the footprint in South Africa?
The footprint in South Africa are all the industries, all the industrial hotspots, if you can call it that. So we've got 6 various regions, right through from Mpumalanga, Gauteng, Free State, KwaZulu-Natal. We've got some operations in Limpopo, Western Cape.
So you guys are country.
Everything.
Yeah, you can.
I'm very proud of the fact that we're also moving into renewables now in the Northern Cape. So
the
we
renewable
can even support you
energies.
guys there.
Okay, so that's kind of a good story to wrap it up on, I suppose, huh?
I want to say thank you for that, and thank you for your time.
Thanks, Dion. Thanks. It's been brilliant. So.